Hi, it's Ryan from Ryan Fowler Photography, and in this video I'm going to be sharing 5 must-have accessories for travel photography. So let's get into it. Our location for this video is the spectacular Mackay region on the Queensland coast, Australia. There's so much opportunity here, like the blue water you can see behind me, as well as lots of wildlife opportunities, including kangaroos on the beach at Cape Hillsborough. That is spectacular at sunrise and certainly makes for some great photography. There's also lots of bushwalking opportunities, or you can just sit back, soak up the sun and relax. Now let's get into the video. Our first accessory, and one that's really important in carrying your camera gear properly, is a good camera bag. Depending on what type of travel you do, you may need a roller bag, but for me, I personally prefer a backpack. And there's usually a few things I look for. So in this Xenic bag, I've got a front laptop sleeve in case I need one, as well as plenty of storage within both of these two front compartments. And then on the back here, I've got the actual opening area. So this opens from the back and it has plenty of storage. It is relatively deep, I think about 13 centimeters or so, which makes for a good amount of space, and I can stack a couple of flashes in here, or I can take out as much as I need and just travel with a minimal kit, or even convert part of it into half a backpack. So certainly looking for a bag that opens from the back is really good, especially for security reasons. So another thing I look for is lockable zips, and this one does have it, and again, another reason why I decided to go with this one. The third thing I look for in a backpack is the weight. Bags, you'd be surprised how much you can actually save in weight by switching a bag. For example, this one weighs about 1.5 kilos, whereas something like a Low Pro Tactic weighs about 2.2 or a bit over 2 kilos. So just that 500 gram saving means you can pack an extra lens, you can add something extra into your bag with a 7 kilo hand luggage limit like it is for most places in Australia. Now, if you don't need to carry a massive camera kit but still looking for a really good camera bag, maybe look for something a bit like this. So this is a smaller version of this bit larger Xenic bag. Still got the laptop sleeve, lockable zips, but it also acts as a camera bag. Camera bag half down here, and then you've actually got just a normal backpack up here, and this comes in even lighter at about 1.2 kilos. So that is another type of option that if you've only got one maybe small mirrorless camera with a couple of lenses, this could be quite a good option for you. And now let's get on to the second accessory. Our second accessory is a capture clip, or a camera clip, depending on which brand you go with. This one is a Peak Design Capture Clip V3, and it's really handy just to take a camera and be able to clip it onto your chest. And I wasn't looking, so that worked out pretty well that I wasn't looking. But it holds it on here nice and easy, and overall it makes for quite a comfortable carrying experience. Now, I did do a full review of this capture clip and then compared it to a couple of Sunway photo options, so I'll link that up in the card up here somewhere. But overall it makes for a fantastic little carrying experience, so you don't have to take your bag off, reach in, grab your camera out every single time you want to take a photo if you're out bushwalking like we are here at the moment to a waterfall. For travel use, it certainly makes for a very compelling little piece of gear to carry with you. It's lightweight, it's functional, it's small, and the base plate that actually attaches onto this is Arca Swiss compatible. So my tripod back here, I will be able to take this straight off my chest, set the tripod up, plonk this down, and I'm good to go. I don't have to change any base plates, which is a very nice little feature. So now let's get on to accessory number 3. For our third accessory, it's a power board. If you're traveling domestically or overseas, no matter what country you're from, power boards are so helpful. This is a 6-slot one that I've got here, And the reason that I always carry one no matter where I'm going is whether I'm staying domestically or overseas, most places only have a very small amount of power points. So this one's got a few, but we also have to plug kitchen appliances into it. So that takes them up really quickly. Because I've got quite a few things that actually need to be charged while I'm here working and taking photos and doing video and all that sort of stuff for you guys, I need a bit more power. So just taking up one plug, it then opens up 6, and it makes for such a better experience. And if you're traveling overseas, that means one international adapter. Just take one, plug it in here, then all you've got to do is just plug in your own country's power plugs straight into a power board. It makes it so much simpler for travel. I always travel with one of these things to work with my laptop, and my favorite preference is the Lacy rugged drive, simply because it has that extra bit of protection. Now, the reason that I always do travel with one of these is simply because of backup, especially when doing a client shoot. So if I'm on the road, on location, whatever it may be, I've always got an external hard drive with me, so that the images that I shoot on the SD card can then be backed up and secured in case of an accidental SD card corruption or something along those lines. So you really do not want to be losing your images. So for this, definitely an external hard drive. This one's 2 terabytes. It takes quite a lot of space, which is nice, and gives me some flexibility to be able to incorporate video onto that as well. And for our 5th accessory, a good tripod. Certainly a must-have, especially when traveling. Reason being is you can get so many amazing shots that you just can't get handheld. Slow motion water like we've got here on the beach in Mackay, or long exposure night images, car trails, Milky Way. The possibilities are endless. Now, I'm not going to say buy a travel tripod or a slightly larger tripod like this one, but I do want to say try and keep it lightweight. Reason being is pretty obvious. You're going to be walking around with this tripod for a while at night in a city as an example. You're not going to want something that's going to weigh you down. Also, get a nice solid head. This is a Siri K20 ball head, and it takes about 25 kilos in weight. So it really does hold your camera really stable, really steady, and it's an absolutely rock solid piece of gear that has been all over the world with me. So getting yourself a really solid tripod is an absolute must in my book. Now, just before we end the video, I'm actually going to jump to a quick little bonus accessory, so let's get into that. And to end the day and end the video, our last little bonus accessory is one of these. Now, this is something I found just through random YouTube watching one day, but it's an absolutely brilliant find, and it's just a little think tank battery bag. So if I open it up, this one's got 4 slots. You can get a 2-slot one depending on how many batteries you normally carry with you. Just having this as a nice, neat, organizational way, and I've got my own little way of storing the batteries, I guess, to know if they're full or not. But instead of just chucking batteries in a bag or carrying them in the box that you got them with, this is an absolutely fantastic and really, really reasonable way to carry them. It's probably one of my favorite accessories I think I've ever actually found to put in my camera bag. So putting that aside, thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it and you found that these accessories will be helpful in your travel photography workflow. If you did enjoy the video, hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe with the bell notification so you don't miss any videos as they're released. See you in the next one.